Get on in here. My. Let's talk about this. Get on in here. Let's talk about this, shall we? Come on now. Where y'all at? Come on now. Get on in here. Get on in here. Come on. Yeah. 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 And yeah, there they go. They all flowing in now. That's what I'm talking about. Hoping a lot of y'all get to see it today. You know what I mean? Movie theaters, if something comes out on Friday, most of the time, you can get a lot of shows on Thursday. And guess what? I'm going to see it again tonight. So let's talk about this score here. Checking out Cosmic Book News, and it says the Avengers Endgame Rotten Tomatoes score is in, and it presently ties Black Panther for the highest rated, critically acclaimed MCU movie to date. Now, to me, considering that this blows Black Panther out of the fucking water, it should be higher than that. With 95 reviewers accounted for, the Avengers Endgame has a Rotten Tomatoes score of a massive 97%. Of the reviews, 92 are fresh and only 3 rotten. I haven't read any of the reviews myself, as I am staying away from all spoilers, but hopefully the Rotten Tomatoes score this time around doesn't have any problems. During the release of the Captain Marvel movie, Rotten Tomatoes was a complete mess, as the site removed advanced want-to-see user ratings and then rebooted its user review ratings after the film's release, in addition to there being claims of fake user reviews and the claims of critic reviews not being truthful. Definitely think something was up with the whole Captain Marvel thing. That movie sucked. I'm going to see the Avengers Endgame Thursday night, so I should have something up later that night about my own thoughts, depending on how good it is. I may also see it a second time this weekend. Honestly, for me, it depends on whether or not Captain Marvel ruins the movie. She doesn't ruin the movie. I'll just let you know, sir, whoever wrote this article. She doesn't ruin it. They use her properly and proportionately. If it's another Kevin Feige mandates, that is, or that it will be a one and done for me. As it is, I'm actually not too excited to see any of the upcoming Marvel movies, except for maybe Doctor Strange 2. Feige and Marvel seem to be going the Disney PC BS route now, and they have their zombie audience, which doesn't interest me in the least. Wow, they've got their opinion in this article, don't they? That said, I'm hoping that the Avengers Endgame comes through for the MCU fans and doesn't retcon or shoehorn anything into the MCU the way Feige did with Captain Marvel. Another bonus is that Endgame has the Russos as the directors. Yes, trust me, that's a good thing. From my hometown, and will be present at the local theater on Friday night. But home. So I missed some words. Another bonus is that Endgame has the Russos as the directors and Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely as the writers. Marcus is actually from my hometown, and he will be at the present at the local theater on Friday night. But I'm not sure if I will be able to catch it. Okay, so that's what they talk about there. Okay, definitely with this movie. Let me speak on this. Definitely with this movie, the scores are absolutely correct. Absolutely. Because, like I said, like a hot girl showing up to a date half hour late, but she's hot as hell. She came late, but she's smoking. She looked better than the pictures on Tinder or Bumble. You let it go, you know? So even though the movie started slow, that's fine. There's a whole lot of, you know, Yeah, I mean, we know how the last movie ended, so you can kind of expect why it would start slow, but still, it felt slow, and that's the only really negative that I have to it. There's a couple of other minor ones, stuff that they did with a couple of other characters that I didn't really like. It was okay, and certain things worked and made me laugh, but yeah, I'll talk more about all of this in my spoiler review. But the last half of the movie just, man, like the last part of the movie is worth the price of admission. If they just started it from the last battle of the movie, that's worth it right there. And as a matter of fact, there's a part in the movie where you actually think it's ending. You feel as though it's ending, and you're like, wait a minute, are, did they dupe us? Are they going to do a part three to this whole Infinity shit? But it wasn't. Yeah. But anyway, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is this whole uh Avengers Endgame huge box office in China. China, 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 China. Huge, huge in China. Huge. The Avengers Endgame continues breaking records in China as following ticket sales, the opening day box office crushes all previous movies. Marvel's Endgame wins. Fatality. With the benefit of a Tuesday midnight preview, the Avengers Endgame saw a massive 107.2 million for its opening Wednesday, which bests the opening day record of the 81.38 million haul for Monster Hunt 2. What's that? And also beats out Fate of the Furious 71.41 million and Avengers Infinity War 66.5 million. As a result of the numbers, the China opening box office weekend projections have been upped to 300 million or more. What's also interesting is that that next weekend the Chinese are on holiday. So another big weekend is expected. It's likely the movie will reach $500 million or more in China alone. I wonder if James Cameron's like, we'll see. We'll see. Similar to Rotten Tomatoes score, the Chinese reviews are high as it has a 9.1 on the Dubin and a 9.3 on the Maoyan. I've never heard of those rating scales. The Avengers Endgame Rotten Tomatoes score is currently a 97% with 92 fresh and 3 rotten. Regarding the U.S. box office projections, another big debut for Marvel is expected, with some estimates eyeing the 300 million mark, which would break the record set last year by Infinity War's 257,698,183 million. Some estimates are even stating $1 billion worldwide opening weekend debut may be possible. Could y'all imagine that shit? Like, do you realize what you are responsible for, Russos, if you do this? I mean, all of you. I mean, Feige. I mean, he started it all. But good Lord, Feige, Marvel, Disney, Russos, do you realize what you are responsible for? The absolute mayhem. You know what I mean? And you know what makes me think of? You know what makes me think of, y'all? They called us corny for reading comic books when we were kids. Remember the quote unquote cool guys that always grow up to be bums? Yeah, those guys. They made fun of us for reading comic books and all this shit. And comic books are an industry that has made people some of the richest people on the planet, some of the biggest entertainers on the planet. and has become the biggest money-making movies of all times consistently. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck what the bullies got to say. Nerds and geeks run the fucking world. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Look for tomorrow's Thursday preview numbers for a better indication of the opening weekend US box office. Currently, the best Thursday preview gross is held by Star Wars The Force Awakens with 57 million. Mhm. With pre-sale tickets being so high and also breaking records, it is anticipated the Avengers Endgame will also take the top spot on Thursday away from Star Wars The Force Awakens, which also holds the records for the best Friday gross, 119,119,282 dollars. The best Saturday and Sunday gross are held by Infinity War, with 82 million and 69 million. Aha. These movies exist because a lot of people, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige said at the recent red carpet premiere, Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, right? This movie does not exist without them. They created everything. The writers, the artists who have worked over the years interpreting and reinterpreting these amazing characters. The directors, not just Joe and Anthony Russo, who have done 4 more films than anybody else, including Infinity War and now Endgame, but all of the filmmakers who helped add titles into this mosaic. But out of all of those, it's the fans. Damn right. Because if the fans didn't come to see the movies, if the fans didn't rally behind an interconnected multi-picture overall arc, then we wouldn't have been able to do it. So on this press tour, really seeing the fans and thanking the fans, and outside today, hundreds of them, and they are saying thank you to all of us. And the truth is, thank them, because this movie wouldn't exist in the way that it exists without them. Coming with us, film after film after film, growing into, I think, the biggest and best fan base on the face of the earth. Woo! You killed it right there, Mr. Feige. I couldn't have said it better myself, sir. You might want to get into wrestling because that was a hell of a promo. That you cut that promo right there, sir. I like that. So that's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm going to see it again tonight. And I will be doing a spoiler review very, 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 very soon. And thank you for all the trolls for making it so easy and revealing who you are on my movie review. Have you noticed you can't see none of your comments? All of you've been banned. Yeah, you made it really easy for me too. YouTube has this system that allows me to do certain things, and you guys have made it so easy for me to ban you since you were trying to spoil the movie. So thank you all for being as stupid as you are. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. I got things to do. I will see you soon. 10 million subscribers. Woo!